Hey, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we'll be discussing or doing a follow-up on cheese. The reason we'll be doing a follow-up on cheese is for health concerns um, that I recently had for him. So I know last time we talked about how turtles can shed like their skin, the shells, the bottom part of their skin, and everything like that. And when I was doing his video last week, I kind of noticed that he was shedding a little too much. So I kind of reached out to a buddy of mine to, ask some questions like, hey, I kind of noticed he's shedding a little too much. Um, and what are some of the causes? So basically, he sent me basically a form of basically everything that's like kind of causes um, extra excess skin. And basically, like excess skin, when you think about it, think about it in terms of, so let's say you lotion your body at night. When you wake up in the morning, you realize your whole arm is just really, really ashy to the point where you kind of like peel it off, right? And then the next, like that night again, you put lotion on your body again, and then the next morning you wake up and you have another extra scale, arm length of scales. So from that form, I basically kind of looked at everything. Some of the things I knew didn't kind of include what was going on with me, so I didn't pay attention to those. So some of the things were like, if you were treating him with like antibiotics, it could cause excess skin. What else it was saying? It gave water temperature, the UVB, and basking light, food quality. So it kind of gave like, filter. So that was just some of the things that it had gave for reasons for excess skin. So one thing about me is I try to solve problems before I just run to the vet. So that's basically kind of what I'm doing this week. So after getting the form, like I said, I kind of went down the list and saw some things that I could change for his tank behind me. So as you can see, he's currently set up in a 29 gallon, but the water itself is probably about 15 gallons. So he's, like I said, from seeing him last time, he is still small, and he can go into a long or 10 gallon or 20 gallon long, and be fine for a couple of years before I have to actually upgrade him to something more advanced. So the reason he's right now in this one is just for space, and basically I'm just getting them used to swimming and everything like that, building muscles. So that's why you kind of want to take it slow and not just fill the tank all the way up and say, he's swimming, because you don't want them to drown. So going back to the issue though, so I think Wednesday I went out and I bought a new basking light. He was under a 50 watt, so now he's under a 70 watt basking. UVB I kind of kept the same. I'm going to get another UVB, which is one that instead of a bulb is going to go across the tank on the top. So I have that. I'm going to get once payday hit. I did get a bubbler to help with the water, make sure the water moves around and the oxygen in the water stays clean. I did notice that did help a lot. Normally by now we'll be about to change the water because turtles, they're messy. They do poop. They poop in the water, they pee in the water, so it does get messier quicker. The other thing I did was I got additional filter. So he now has two filters. The one in there, it said it can do up to a 30 gallon. But it was struggling by itself. Like it was producing so much waste. Like it was too much for that one filter. So I went out and I bought a second filter. So that's a 40 gallon in there, and then that one over there is a 30 gallon. So that's about a 70 gallon filter system going on in there. So plenty of water going through, plenty of clean water being cycled out. So I noticed that was good. What else I put in there? That was it. I was just checking to see what else I did to it, but nothing really. I The feeding, that's what it was. So the feeding, I was overfeeding. And I have a reason for that. I have two turtles in there actually. I have Cheese, and then I have Stripes, who's in there right now. A southern painted turtle, which I'm gonna do a video on next week or sometime. But because I have two turtles in there, I wanted to make sure that both turtles were eating. So Cheese is basically like this big, and then the other turtle is about this big. So I was overfeeding because I wanted to make sure the little turtle got enough food. So I had to change up the way I fed them now. So instead, what I do is I purposely put the food in front of Cheese, and Cheese gets about 6 to 8 pellets, and then the Stripes gets about, he gets 2 to 3 pellets, and that way I kind of like, I slowly feed them separately. That way I don't have to worry about overfeeding or anything like that. If the shedding on Cheese continues, then obviously I will be taking him or her to the vet to make sure that this isn't something more serious. But like I said before running to the vet, I do like to problem solve to see if I can just kind of fix the problem on my own with just upgrading a couple things. I do know Cheese does like the bubbles. One reason I notice he likes is because it helps with the skin. The excess skin coming off, I feel like it comes off more now because of the bubbles. Also, every once in a while when I'm walking past, I'll see that he's trying to eat the bubbles. So and he likes kind of swimming through the bubbles. I don't know if it does something to the bottom too, because he's shedding also on the bottom of the shell as well. So I also find him doing that. So I think overall he likes that. I do plan on getting one more item for the tank. This is going to be like more of a DIY kind of object. So basically what I will be getting is taking the head of the toilet scrubber, getting a brand new one obviously, cutting it a decent size, and then I'm going to put a suction cup on it and then stick it into the cage as well. Tank, sorry, not cage. And that's also just to help them like with just normal shedding, or if their shell is just itchy or anything like that. So yes, excess skin, and sorry, somebody's calling me. And just scratching out the shell to help with taking off any excess skin. So it'll help like with that portion too. So I did see that somebody else mentioned that as well, to see if that would help. I'm gonna give it about a week to a week and a half to see if that helps with any of the excess skin before I go to the vet. If anything, like I said, if it doesn't change, then yes, I'll be taking him to the vet. But as of right now, we're just gonna do problem solving maintenance, sorry about that, and then go from there with just general care from the doctors and see what is going on, if it's something more than just lights, water, and just the setup. So the other thing I wanted to bring up, the water temperature, sorry about that. So the water temperature in the water right now is set at 78. So I forgot to get a thermometer for the water. I was talking to the person I was at the shop, and we were talking about it, and I walked out the store without it. So on my next buy, when I get the light strip, I'm also going to get a thermometer for the water, because I completely forgot about it after talking to the guy. But other than that, hopefully we see some changes in Cheese, and then I'll keep you guys updated on Cheese's progress next week. Depending on what that video is about, it probably would not be an update. It'll probably just be something different going on, but I would just give an overall update on cheese just to keep you guys informed of what's going on with cheese. The other reason I'm doing this type of video and showing you like, hey, I made a mistake, is because one, it's an honest mistake. Two, there are other people out there that's like, hey, what is excess skin? How do you treat it? How you do X, Y, Z? And this is my way of saying, hey, I dealt with this. I know there's other people out there that have turtles that probably have the same issue going on, and they're like, hey, what do you do? And this is just my way of showing you what I'm doing, and hopefully if this helps, like if this ends up healing him and stopping the excess skin, maybe someone else down the line can see this video and say, hey, this is what she did, and maybe that will help you and your turtle when it comes to just excess skin and what is it, and how to fix the problems or some of the problems. So again, this is their cage behind me, their setup. I'm gonna give y'all a little closer view of it, so just bear with me. They're hiding right now because I don't see any of them. I do know Cheese was basking. Cheese was basking before I started the video, so I don't know if Cheese is still basking. But yeah, that is the setup in a 29/15 gallon tank. So if you like the content that I push out, if you like what you see on here, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments or anything like that, please put them below. And again, thank you for watching, and everybody that has subscribed so far, I just want to thank y'all for subscribing, liking my channel, and I will keep pumping out this content. Talk to you later.